After 65, our body becomes especially sensitive to food. What once seemed harmless can now affect your joints, memory, and even your bones. But here's the good news. With the right foods, you can support your brain, heart, and muscles with surprising strength. One of the simplest ways is to add certain types of fish to your diet. Fish isn't just protein, it's a source of omega-3, vitamin D, selenium, and even collagen. But not all fish is equally healthy. Some types are like medicine, others like poison to an aging body. In this video, we'll show you which fish support your health and which ones may secretly harm it. You've definitely seen some of them in the store, and maybe even eaten them not knowing they might be harmful. Others, by contrast, quietly strengthen your joints, blood vessels, and even your vision. In this video, you'll find a complete guide to eating fish after 65. What's safe, what's good for your heart, brain, and joints, and what you should avoid under all circumstances. So make sure to watch until the end, because at the very end, we'll reveal the truth about one very popular fish that may be silently harming your health. And before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you appreciate clear and helpful health content like this. And in the comments, let us know where you're watching from and how old you are. It matters to us and inspires others too. So, without further ado, here are 4 types of fish that people over 65 should include in their diet. Let's start with the good, the fish you should eat at least once or twice a week. First on the list, mackerel. This is the first fish that should appear in the diet after 65. It's affordable, available in nearly every supermarket, and incredibly nutritious. Why should you pay attention to it? Mackerel is one of the top sources of omega-3 fatty acids. These fats reduce inflammation, nourish the joints, boost brain function, and support heart health. Mackerel is also rich in vitamin D, essential for strong bones and preventing osteoporosis, and it contains vitamin B12, which protects memory and helps prevent age-related nerve disorders. How to cook mackerel. The best way is to bake it with lemon, garlic, and herbs, or steam it. Frying is not recommended. High heat destroys healthy fats and increases harmful compounds. Add mackerel to your diet at least once or twice a week, and within a month, you'll feel the difference. The second beneficial fish is salmon. It doesn't have to be expensive trout, and coho work too. Why is it so important? Salmon is one of the most balanced foods for the aging body. The omega-3s in salmon help maintain vascular elasticity, reduce blood pressure, and enhance brain function. And the protein helps preserve muscle mass, which tends to decline rapidly after 65. Salmon also contains plenty of selenium, a trace element that boosts immunity and protects the thyroid. How to cook it. The healthiest options are steaming, baking in foil, or stewing. A great option is a warm salad with baked salmon pieces, spinach, and a splash of lemon juice. If possible, choose wild-caught salmon. It contains fewer toxins and more nutrients. Adding salmon to your meals just once a week protects your heart, blood vessels, and brain, no pills needed. The third fish worth adding to your diet is sardines. Small, but incredibly powerful. Why are they good for you? Sardines are a rich source of calcium and vitamin D. One portion of sardines contains more calcium than a glass of milk, and it's more easily absorbed. That's especially important after 65, when bones become more fragile and fracture risk increases. Sardines also contain coenzyme Q10, which supports heart function and protects blood vessels. How to eat them? The best option is whole canned sardines in their own juice or in olive oil. Avoid sardines in refined oils or with additives; they lose much of their nutritional value. A great snack: whole grain toast with sardines and herbs. Simple, fast, and nutritious. Even 1 to 2 cans of sardines per week can strengthen your bones, support your heart, and reduce joint inflammation. The fourth fish you shouldn't overlook is herring, especially when it's in its natural form. Why is it healthy? Herring is rich in healthy fats, B vitamins, and selenium. It supports brain health, helps regulate blood pressure, and aids the liver in handling stress. It's especially valuable for people over 65 due to its combination of healthy fats and antioxidants. Unlike many other fish, herring is easy to digest and rarely causes allergies. How to eat it? Ideally lightly salted or baked. Avoid heavily marinated varieties. It pairs well with boiled potatoes, fresh greens, and cold-pressed vegetable oil. But keep in mind, if you have high blood pressure, choose low-salt versions and rinse before eating. Even a small serving of herring once a week can supply your body with omega-3 and ease joint pain. We've already gone through the fish that bring the most benefit after 65. Now it's time to learn about those that may do harm. These types aren't just useless, they can increase inflammation, interfere with heart function, and even accelerate vascular aging. It's especially important for older adults to know about them because the body becomes more sensitive to hidden toxins and low-quality fats. The first fish to avoid is tilapia. It's cheap, popular, but dangerous. At first glance, it's a harmless white fish, but it hides properties that can be harmful for older adults. Tilapia has almost no omega-3, but it's full of omega-6 fats which trigger inflammation in the body. Too much omega-6 disrupts balance, worsens joint pain, raises blood pressure, and accelerates vascular aging. But that's not all. Most tilapia is farm-raised and fed with waste and antibiotics. These fish accumulate toxins and heavy metals, burdening the liver and harming the nervous system. This is especially dangerous for people with hypertension, diabetes, or cardiovascular conditions. Even if you've eaten tilapia before, it's better to replace it with mackerel, sardines, or baked trout. Sometimes, to stay healthy, it's enough to know what not to put on your plate. The second fish to avoid is pangasius. It's often sold as a cheap and diet-friendly option, but behind its low price hide risks rarely mentioned on the label. Most pangasius is farmed in the polluted waters of the Mekong, one of the most toxic rivers in the world. The fish are fed growth hormones and antibiotics to speed up weight gain. This leads to residues of drugs and heavy metals building up in the meat and eventually in your body. In people over 65, the liver and kidneys work slower, so toxins are harder to remove. Also, pangasius contains very little healthy fat and almost no vitamins. It's an empty food. Even if it seems light and tender, its harm can be cumulative and go unnoticed. It's better to replace pangasius with ocean-caught fish, not ones farmed in questionable conditions. The third fish to be especially cautious with is swordfish. It looks impressive, it's high in protein, but it hides a dangerous secret. Swordfish is one of the most mercury-contaminated fish in the world. Mercury accumulates in the body over the years, affects the nervous system, and is especially dangerous for seniors. Even small amounts of this fish can cause weakness, mental fog, and headaches. In older adults, mercury stays longer in the body and may affect heart and kidney function. Swordfish is especially dangerous when consumed regularly or together with other mercury-containing foods. If you're craving something similar, go for baked tuna or wild salmon instead. Swordfish may look gourmet, but with age, your health matters more than exotic flavors. The fourth fish to be careful with is canned tuna. Many consider it safe and healthy. It's common in salads, snacks, sandwiches, but most canned tuna comes from large species, which means high mercury content. Mercury accumulates in tissues and can negatively affect memory, mood, and focus. Frequent consumption is especially risky. 2 to 3 cans per week already exceed safe limits for older adults. Also, some cans contain too much salt, preservatives, and low-quality oils. If you want tuna, look for light tuna, preferably packed in water, not oil, or go for fresh tuna. But even that should be eaten no more than once a week. Everything in moderation. So we've reviewed 4 fish to avoid after 65 and what to eat instead for better health. Now a bonus. A few simple tips to help you get even more benefits from fish in your diet. Eat fish with the right foods. Greens, lemon, olive oil, and boiled vegetables help absorb fats and vitamins better. Don't reheat fish in the microwave. It destroys omega-3s and makes the meal almost useless. Rotate fish types every week. It lowers the risk of toxin buildup and keeps your diet varied. If you don't like fish, consider supplements only after blood tests. Self-treatment is risky, even with healthy things. You've watched till the end, and now you know which 4 fish to eat and which to avoid. This simple knowledge can help you preserve your health, energy, and mental clarity for years to come. Share this video with loved ones who may benefit from it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. In the comments, tell us how old you are and where you're watching from. It inspires us and other viewers. See you in future videos. Until then, stay healthy and choose your fish wisely.